if someone else spoke to me the way that I speak to myself, I'd have to kill that son of a bitch because, I couldn't tolerate that. I don't know why we're just so mean to ourselves, man. I don't know why I get so addicted to things. I'm even addicted to damn nasal spray. That's about the hardest thing I've had to kick, to be honest with you.
Man, I appreciate your honesty here. Yeah, look, I had a non-addictive nasal spray that I had for a while that sometimes I'd pull up if I was going to a bar or something, I'd do a hit in each nose before I go in. It didn't even do anything to me. It gave me a little bit of a flashback of probably doing a drug or something, and just kind of heightened my senses in a weird way. But yeah, man, I'm sorry that you are so mean to yourself. And I don't mean that as a reflection of who you are, because I know, like me, you don't want to be. You don't want to be. But if you're like us, you have some of this that we have, this ism, this alcoholism, this uncomfort. It's really an uncomfort that just lives in us. Yeah, you're probably going to be real hard on yourself. I think I was always extremely hard on people. That's the number one note people have given me. Man, you're so hard on yourself. And I think I used to think that if I wasn't hard on myself, then nobody was, let me think about this. If I wasn't hard on myself, because when I was young, nobody was anything on me, And so I thought maybe if I was hard on myself, or maybe if I was perfect. I used to think, I realized this the other day. I used to think that, I expected myself to be perfect. So then I never was, because it's impossible. So then, therefore, I'm so hard on myself. Because I thought that I wasn't cared for as a child, and I'm not trying to self-pity. I'm just looking at what was a part of my life. That I wasn't cared for as a child, so therefore I took it on myself. Oh, if I was better, if I was perfect, then I would be loved. I'm not perfect enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough for my mother to see me. I'm not good enough for my father to stay alive. I had this epiphany not long ago that I thought that if I was better, if I was perfect, if I did everything right as a kid, I thought this. I didn't know until just recently that I thought it, but it came up. That if I did everything right, that my father would stay alive. That's what I thought for some reason as a kid. Nobody explained to me what was going on or how things worked, or that dad was getting, I just knew my dad was older and that he was not going to be alive for a long time. And as a child, I thought maybe if I'm perfect, that my life would be different. And more specifically, that my dad would stay alive. I thought that. I don't know how I came up with that or what made me think that as a kid. But at least then it gave me some control over what was going to happen. Because now it's something, it's up to me, Even though it's not realistic, it's impossible for that to come to fruition, but it's up to me then. So that's why I think I was so hard on myself a lot of times, I think, because then at least it puts it on me, which was the only thing that I felt I could try and rely on anyway, because I didn't feel comfortable in the world. And that's not I'm not trying to downer anybody, but I thought about that. Let's hear more, brother. Thanks for the call.
But yeah, that's enough bitching for me, man. I just wanted to tell you thanks and that you wanted to learn, man. You know, there's a ton of days where your podcast was the only time I smiled that day. So keep doing the Lord's work, man. Take care of yourself. Gang.
Thanks, bro. You too, man. You know, I'm proud of you, dude. It's hard. You know, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you because I know how hard it is to take care of ourselves. You know, I know how hard it is to take care of ourselves. I know that for me, I never wanted to take care of myself because if I took care of myself, then I was doing somebody else's job. Instead, I just always wanted to show you how much I was hurting, you know? And so starting to take care of myself was doing the opposite of that. And it was the opposite of the whole thing that I like, oh, you're going to see, when you look at me, you're going to see how much I hurt, you know? And starting to take care of myself is a total opposite of that. So I hear that in you today, and I'm thankful for that, man. I really am. And I'm grateful that I have moments like this. These are moments that mean something to me, you know? Two guys trying to be honest and not even being gay and just being honest. Because these are moments I never had as a child. There was never any peace in my house. There was never a chance for anybody even to listen or to be heard. There was never even any piece of space to think or to feel. There was no space for that. And so it's moments like this, you know, where I can have an honest conversation with somebody. I'd have given anything, if, you know, to have these as a child. And children need these sort of things. So anyway, bro, yeah, enough of that shit for me too, bro. But praise, man. I'm happy for you.